Ready. Play.
Start over here.
Sasha, I guess congratulations, but can you give us your reaction to how the match ended?
Well, it's really tough, to say anything right now because we don't know. I highly doubt that Andrey said something, crazy. He's not this kind of guy, but I guess that's the rules. That's what they did. They just follow up the procedure. And there's not much to say. With all due respect, it was a great match, and both of us deserved the win, and the crowd was there, and we could have played one of the greatest matches we played against each other in a packed crowd in Dubai. So it's a pity to end like this. So I wish Andrey, to get back on track as soon as possible because we have Masters around the corner. So that's all I can say.
With how things turned out, would you prefer to have all electronic refereeing to avoid such instances?
Of course, because that's the human aspect, I would say, because of course he may get a mistake, the umpire, someone can hear something wrong, and so it was not that. I'm not sure, because the other guy came to not the umpire Andrey was talking to, but the other guy came in. So for me, the human factor is always there on both sides, on our side. I had also a certain talk with the chair umpire because she gave me the different information. That's why I was frustrated, and I also received unsportsmanlike conduct. But that's life, and that's a human effect that we have. And of course, we would definitely not have it if we would have we would have electronic line.
Sasha, are you proud of yourself because this is, I think, your third or fourth match coming back from a set down this year? You're quite a few matches that you're fighting through from a set down, which is something new, I think, for you.
Well, obviously, I think we both played well. As I said, we both deserved to win, and I think I changed my mind a little bit in terms of tennis. I really wanted to play less and make more points, so I'm fighting better. And I won Montpellier. I made final with 2 PT outcomes in the quarters and today. But I have to take it, and just I was playing well. And, there's not much to say, honestly. I would have, for me, I preferred to lose the 7-6 in third than to win the match like this.
Couple questions. One of them is, I think you secured your top 20 debut, and you're the first player in ATP ranking history from Kazakhstan to do that. I guess, are these kind of milestones important for you? Or?
Always. I think I was knocking the door for a very long time already. Since Halle last year, I was 25, 23, 24, but I needed this, basically what I have now. So I'm going to be 19, 20, something like this, because I won't be higher than that. So I'm going to have a Halle win, Antwerp win, Montpellier win, 2 or 3 semifinals, and a final minimum here, and I'm 19 in the wall. So for me, I thought it's going to be a bit easier when I was looking at the rankings. But of course, it's a great milestone for me, and small steps. I'm always looking for small steps.
Curious with the thing about the new balls, did you ultimately understand the whole thing that the tiebreak doesn't really count as a game, or did you not?
Well, even if the tiebreak doesn't count as a game, so she told me that it's going to be 3 games. So if we just calculate, so game at 5-4, game at 6-5, game at 5-4, game at 5-0, and game at 6-5. It's already 3 games. So she would just tell me, okay, but if it's the tiebreak, we're not going to change it.
Yeah.
So then we would not see me breaking a racket, which of course I'm not happy to do, in which I'm not happy to talk to the umpire, receiving unsportsmanlike for saying God damn it as well, because she heard something else. But actually, if it's good that on the video I looked, because I was totally sure I didn't say anything, any bad words, any F-bombs, I didn't say anything, but she was telling me this. So I review it, and that wouldn't happen because I would be aware, because I changed the racket, and then I go there and I see, okay, it's not the new balls, I have to reset, because with the new balls you have different tactics, and of course I lost the break, I got frustrated, but as you said, it's a human factor, it's there's nothing we can do, and it's a tight match against someone for all your life, and so it's just tough.
And you saved 7 break points. You could have gone down a double break, but you saved 7 break points. Even though like you were arguing with the umpire and stuff, how did you keep pure cool? It seemed almost you were slipping card. You looked to someone and said, "At 5-0 we get new balls." It's almost like you knew you were gonna draw level. So I'm just wondering how you found that kind of calm.
Luck. I mean, just pure luck. I mean, I got Andrey's hitting second serve winners on every second ball, so I was just super lucky, and I was making jokes because I mean, okay, I yelled at the umpire, probably shouldn't do it, and you know, I tried to make jokes with her as well, and with Roland, the supervisor, I gifted him a racket. I said, "Keep it, please," you know, for good counting. But yeah, I think I was just leaving. You know, I did it already. You know, I said what I said, and I got the code. I broke the racket. It's going to be viral everywhere. Every media will talk about it again. But I just tried to get over it, because I mean it's just a little thing that happened, and I mean there is no hard feelings, not viral whatsoever.
Tomorrow you'll aim for your second ATP 500 title. Tell us about your preparation for tomorrow.
I mean, there's always the routine that we do every day, and I just follow up the same thing. You know, and just try to get ready for tomorrow.
Right after the match, Davidovich Fokina actually tweeted saying that the disqualification of Rublev was unfair and that we need VAR in tennis. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm honestly always against tweeting, posting, talking about. For me, there's not much need to do it. Like same happened with Sasha when he broke the racket off the umpire chair. But I think we should not be really talking about this. And I think the players, especially the colleagues, because we all know each other. It's not easy, you know. If someone give a burst to this even more, so I cannot comment anything of what Alejandro said on the Twitter. It's his opinion. I'm not going to comment on that.
Do you agree that there should be electronic line calling as against lines people?
We have these proofs every week that when the tournament is with the electronic line calling, we don't have these troubles. Players are not getting crazy, because it's our passion. We play for this, we live for this, we grew up dreaming to be playing the stadiums, and then, you know, some guy who was working for 3 years as a line judge, staying there, deciding something. He could be late, he could be, you know, late calls happens all the time, especially on clay court, and then you come up to the situation like this. Is it fault of Andrey? Maybe. Is it fault of the umpire? Maybe, but if we take the umpire, we cannot take off Andrey. That's the thing. We cannot take off players. Players will be there because it's tennis because of the players. So because we are playing the sport, not the opposite way around. So if we can take any umpire away, we can basically there's a system that will call, and this situation will never happen. Not this particular or any other ones. Because what happened with other players, with me, myself, and other guys, it's only because someone made a mistake in an important moment, and then you just lose it because you've been fighting 3 hours, and then this happens. Then you lose the points. You're bad in the media, which I hate, you know, because it's just you know, listening to someone else's opinion on a daily basis is just, for me, it's ridiculous. And this is what we need to understand, that we cannot take players away, but we can easily take away the umpires, and that would solve many issues.
ساشا ما يخص هل تفضل انك تواجه لاعب لعبت معه سابقا 5 مرات وخسرت منه، او لاعب اول مره تلعب وياه فوقه؟
You prefer to play someone that you played already 5 times in the past, or play someone like you first time?
So it's between Daniel and
Daniel.
Well, you never know, honestly, but of course Daniel is a great champion, Grand Slam winner, 15 Grand Slam finals, so all this, you know, 20 tournaments that he won and couldn't defend one. So maybe, you know, can be a little tricky, but I mean, I don't really care, because it's a finals already. Finals are played differently, and you can always see upsets in the finals, not the slam ones, but usually the normal finals are a lot of upsets, and everyone's proving that. So for me, I just try to think about myself and get ready for the match.
You have 2 more here and there, and then finish it.
Just a quick follow-up on what you said about the line judges and stuff like that. But from a different sense, do you see there should be in general accountability over outbursts? Like if there's the line umpire there, And you're saying this wouldn't have happened if he wasn't there, but also there was someone screaming in his face. So I'm just curious, where is the level of accountability that should be there?
Well, so if we're talking about this particular topic, it's not the line judge that got screamed on came to the umpire. So we have to put this into the conversation. It's not the line judge who got screamed on went there. It's the other guy. So this we have to talk about. Not, of course, we can always say, oh, he should have controlled himself. Have you been there? Have you stayed there for 3 hours? Want to go, I don't know, top 4, top 3, win a match, go to another final, win a match. At the end, make points, make money, and win the tightest match he had this week. We don't talk about that. Of course, we can say, oh, he shouldn't act. Well, people shouldn't do many things. So, but at the end, in this particular case, it's not the guy who got screamed on. Came to the chair umpire and said so. So this is, I think, we should be taking care of.
Last question.
I wonder how much of this, the match and how it ended stays with you as you leave today and come back tomorrow for the final. Is it something that you can forget, given that you are also given to outburst yourself? Is it something that's going to stay with you? Do you learn from it? Do you not? Just what you talk about.
Of course, I'm going to forget this in 5 minutes when you start asking me questions. Honestly, like if I'm going to think about everything I did in my life or other things, other people doing things, I mean, I'm going to get crazy. So for me, it's just, it happened. It's like this. I got huge fines for doing things that you should not get may even be fined for this, you know, in my opinion. But you just get over it. I mean, it's happened. I said some words to Andrey. I said things to Roland. My thoughts about it didn't work, didn't help. But me, at least, I was honest with Andrey, with Roland, who made the ultimate decision as a supervisor. But we can't change anything. That's the rules. That's the procedure, and they are deciding this. So it makes no sense to talk further about this.
Thank you. We have just a young reporter who wants to ask you one question, and we'll finish after that.
What is it?
I think she wants to do it after we're on
Yeah, yeah. Whenever, when we're done with this.
Are we done?
Yes.
No questions?
Thank you.